Hey, you're watching Now Know Today, where the aim is to learn something new today. Have you ever wanted to try something new, quit something old, perhaps change a habit? You've probably said something along the lines of, I wish I could start a YouTube channel, I want to start working out more, I would love to learn to juggle, I want to start my own business. In fact, I could bet you an arbitrary sum of money that everyone has expressed a desire to start something new. So why don't we? Well, today we're going to dive into one of the reasons why, and it's a big one. We're going to jump into the realm of fear, and in particular, the fear of the unknown. Fear is said to be the strongest human emotion, with good reason. Fear can serve to keep us safe and confine us within the realm of stability. Fear has and will continue to keep us surviving. However, surviving and living are two separate concepts. And overcoming fear is what usually leads to adventure, bravery, and generally amazing things. And it is not that we should have no fear, as doing something without any fear is just reckless. Doing something despite your fears, that's bravery. I would encourage you to pause the video here and think about the last time you acted bravely. How did that make you feel? What were you doing? Was it courageous? It has been said that the fear of unknown is the strongest variant of fear. The famous supernatural horror writer H.P. Lovecraft once said, "The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is the fear of unknown." As we now know today, fear is not bad. We know that a lack of fear can lead to recklessness. Thus, the fear of the unknown itself is not necessarily a bad thing either, but the unknown is where we may get hurt. To put this anecdotally, imagine there is a person who lives in a village. The person then leaves to hunt for food into the unknown surroundings, and while hunting, the villager gets killed by some unknown animal. Similarly, imagine a sailor who ventures into uncharted waters and then has their ship sunk. By these analogies, it gives reason to say that the unknown is bad, as this is where you may die or get severely injured. However, history has also shown that venturing into the unknown brings reward. What would have happened if Marco Polo decided to stay at home in Venice and not venture out? Even in myths, legends, stories, movies, the treasure is always hidden away in the unknown, in the depths, in the abyss, where danger lurks and dragons and monsters roam. To put this into a modern scenario, your primary wiring could be telling you not to start something new because what you don't know can hurt you. For example, if you invest in a stock, you could lose money. If you started rock climbing, you could get injured. If you started making a YouTube channel, it could get 0 views. The world is chaos, and you're hardwired to avoid chaos and to stick to what you know, as not investing in a stock means your money won't be at risk, not climbing a rock means you cannot fall, and so on. So clearly this shows to not risk is to not lose. But also, if you think about it this way, if you don't invest in a stock, you will never gain anything. If you don't climb a rock, you will never get on top of it. And if you don't start a YouTube channel, you will never get any views anyway. So, how do we overcome this fear of the unknown and get started? One tactic to overcome the fear is to simply remove as much of the unknown as possible. What does that mean? That means researching the area you would like to start in and trying to bring as much of the unknown into the realm of the known. Let's take that further. So the known can actually be split into 3 areas: the known knowns, the known unknowns, and the unknown unknowns. That might sound very hard to say and a bit weird. So what's the tactic to reduce this fear? Well, simply it's to reduce the unknown. And here you must focus on the areas that you can reduce, which is the known knowns and the known unknown. In the known knowns section, you must look at what you think you know and verify if that's true. And also in this process, you must increase your knowledge in that area. The known unknown. Here it represents something you already don't know. Therefore, you have an opportunity to learn more in that area. Finally, you should not worry about the unknown unknown, as this is an area of the unknown you cannot reduce. In fact, you must embrace this area, as this represents an opportunity to learn something new and increase your knowledge on the area you want to start. Following our analogy, this is where the treasure lies. An example of this in mythology is in the legend of King Arthur and the Holy Grail. In this legend, King Arthur tasks his Knights of the Round Table to find this immense treasure known as the Holy Grail. But no one knew what exactly the Holy Grail was or where to get it. So how did the knights overcome this problem? What they did was go into the darkest areas of the unknown, places they feared the most, to find it. And in this, it tells us that usually a place of immense treasure is found in the unknown. Therefore, you should embrace the unknown and try and start something new. So, now you know today that the unknown is an area of risk and reward, one of the strongest fears possible, and that it is completely normal to fear the unknown. However, you also know the potential ways to split the unknown into 3 categories, and also to reduce the unknown, therefore reducing your fear. And hopefully this will lead you to starting something new and claiming that treasure. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and remember to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, as this will help me into my own venture into the unknown. For my next video and our quest into venturing into the unknown, I'll be looking at perfectionism and how the fear of not being perfect can also limit you from starting and or finishing a project.